But goodness, we usually reserve such sensitive matters for later hours.
My apologies, Your Grace. I merely wish to offer my gratitude for the services.
It is appreciated. But you must understand, Cardinal Fortin and the other high clergy have very strict requirements for us.
I am aware, Your Grace. Be assured that my organization will be most generous in our contributions.
It looks like that is the town sanctuary.
Shall we?
Mioma, Luzrov Roulet, Hefson Euland, Lukheim Yerlin?
You okay?
Are you not feeling well?
Fethmis Mioma, Luzrov Roulet, Hefson Euland, Lukheim Yerlin. Fethmis Mioma, Luzrov Roulet, Hefson Euland, Lukheim Yerlin!
Whoa! What are you doing?
You tell me! When I formed the pact with Lailah, she told me I had to remember those in like 3 seconds. And now I can't get them out of my head.
It was an emergency. I couldn't help it.
Lailah can be pretty forceful sometimes.
I wish she were a ghost. She'd be less scary.
Get out of town! What do you mean they're selling elixir?
It's true. Word around town is that the nobles in Highland and Rollins can't get enough of the stuff.
But how are they getting access to it? I thought the church controlled the entire supply.
Well, they say they've got the church's blessing, no pun intended. And apparently the damn stuff actually works. Longer life, fresher breath, everything.
Well, don't that beat all?
What beats all is the price of that junk. You gotta be one rich chump, let me tell you.
Yeah, I should have guessed as much.
The church is selling elixir now?
Something sounds off about that.
Remember, this place was in the Celestial Record.
Oh my! Don't those potatoes look scrumptious?
Oh yeah, radish bells. They're on the smallish side, but they're super sweet and delicious.
They look like they'd go great with butter.
That, or you can just bake them and sprinkle with salt.
Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious.
You know those have got poison in them, right?
Poison?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Eat enough, and it'll be your last meal.
Well, sheesh, you just gotta cook it thoroughly, right?
Nope, that actually strengthens the poison. You're even deader now.
How about if you cut the eyes off? Does that fix it?
Whoops, still dead. Radish bells contain poison in both the eyes and the skin. Now you remove all the skin and slice out the eyes. It's perfectly safe.
Hey, Lailah, where do you think you're going?
I'm afraid this conversation is a bit...
I think she has some concerns about your food safety standards.
Wait, that's...
Here.
This aroma. There must be herbs around here.
Weren't you going to check out the sanctuary?
A murder case, huh?
It's very disturbing, even in Roland's. Sorey, look around you. Got a request. Church of Roland's.
Roger.
This must be the sanctuary.
Not a very old building, but still, remarkable architecture.
Hello? Is there anybody home?
If they are, they better have a voice and a body.
No one's here.
Ghosts?
I mean, no guardian seraph.
No surprise, given that priest we saw earlier.
They're all like that. Everywhere you go these days.
Well, what should we do? Look for a seraph who can bless it?
Huh. I wouldn't know where to start.
You know, it isn't necessary to get completely hung up on restoring the blessing.
You sure?
It should be fine. There isn't all that much malevolence around here. And besides, it's not like you can go and save the world all by yourself.
Absolutely. The most important thing right now is that you broaden your perceptions and hone your powers.
So that we can stand up to the Lord of Calamity, right?
He'll have a hell of a time with that if you can't even tell when you're being followed.
Who are you talking to? The stained glass? Didn't you have urgent business at the restaurant on the main street? What was the name again?
Yes, right! Boris's Canteen!
There's no restaurant by that name.
He's alone. Let's take him down and get out of here. Can he see us?
Nope. He's just that good. Have fun with your human friend, Sorey.
Huh? Seriously?
This is a human problem after all.
Come. I shall apologize for deceiving you. And then... you're going to tell me who you really are!
No escape! It's over! Ready? Let's go! Center bang!
Sonic Thrust!
Blade bang! Center bang!
Sonic Thrust!
What was that?
An art handed down with pride in my country.
Blade bang! No escape! Renting gale!
Sonic Thrust! Fire power!
Strike! It's over! Too close! Burn! Center bang!
Tornado drive!
Nope! Ready? Full and surge!
Tornado drive!
Full and surge!
Tornado drive! Tornado drive! Sonic Thrust!
Renting gale! I will slide eagle! Full and surge!
Sonic Thrust! Sonic
Too
Thrust!
close! No escape! I got you!
Sonic Thrust! Sonic Thrust!
Strike! How's this?
Lion Power!
There!
Sonic Thrust!
Strike! Full and surge!
Sword Art! Tornado drive!
There!
Lion Power! Tornado drive! Sword Art!
Nope! Yeah! Tiger blade! I got you! Sonic thrust!
Tornado drive!
Yeah!
Sword Art!
Strike! Renting gale! Yeah!
Tornado drive!
Yeah! Sword flare! I got you! Renting gale!
Lion Power! Sword Art! Tornado drive! Tornado drive! Dragon Sword! Tornado drive!
Renting
You held back. You'll regret it later.
I'll be fine. I appreciate you looking out for me.
Even your comeback is weak.
Are you speaking with Seraphim? So during the inspection, you really were.
I must apologize for lying to you, Sergei.
It is I who owe you an apology, gentle shepherd.
Huh?
Only in the clashing of blades may one gauge a man's strength. Might I ask your name?
Sorey.
Shepherd Sorey, I beseech you to lend me your power. For the sake of Roland's.
But we've heard that the Roland's Empire is on edge because of the Shepherd.
It's true. The Knights treat him as a dangerous wild card with a level of power comparable to Cardinal Fortin. And the Church views the Shepherd as a threat to the Cardinal, therefore a heretic.
The Cardinal is the number 2 figure in the Church, first in line to succeed the Pope.
On paper, she's an aide to the young Emperor, but in reality, she holds the reins.
Verily, and she is said to be capable of causing the same miracles that the Shepherd can.
The same as the Shepherd?
What is the meaning of this? Since when have the Knights been so brazen as to let themselves into the sanctuary unannounced? Don't tell me you have come here intending to stain the ears of our faithful with foul lies about Cardinal Fortin.
Father, I would never...
Spare me your noxious dissembling. Get out of here at once.
Come to the park. We'll finish our discussion there. Sorry about earlier. I didn't want you to have to see that. Things weren't quite as bad between the Knights and the Church when the Pope was still around.
The Pope?
Pope Macetra was a kind-hearted philanthropist, whom the former Emperor greatly trusted. Even the Knights would have gladly carried out any order he might give.
Wait, what do you mean was?
He went missing about a year ago. As if prepared for the confusion, Cardinal Fortin took the stage, and soon she had seized all political power.
So, you think the Cardinal had something to do with the Pope's disappearance?
Is there proof?
None. I had the combined powers of the entire Knight Squad on the case, but no clues turned up. But any knight who snooped around the Cardinal went missing. 18 of them in all.
Subtle.
I don't want to admit it, but in order to stand against the Cardinal, we need power that exceeds natural capabilities. Shepherd Sorey, I know it is wrong of me to ask, but can you help seek out the true nature of the Cardinal?
The Cardinal resides at the church in Pendrago, right? I thought commoners weren't allowed inside.
It's true. I'll try to pull some strings on my end to get you permission to enter.
All right. We'll meet with the Cardinal.
Oh, frabjous day! I shall make the preparations immediately. Milady, please forgive me for dragging your husband into all of this.
Huh?
Let us reconvene at Pendrago. Once you've arrived, come to the Knight's Tower.
He seriously thinks you two are married?
What
What
a
a
weirdo.
weirdo.
But he's so pure.
A pure idiot.
I can tell this is gonna be trouble.
But at least it's getting us inside the Shrine Church.
Right. While we're at it, we can probably tell the higher-ups in Rollins our side of the story.
Though something tells me those higher-ups are going to be the real problem.
Looks like the church and the Knights of Rollins really are at odds.
And here I thought they were both supposed to protect the people.
Herd mentality always prevails when people sort themselves into groups, no matter the situation. It can be helpful in lending authority to institutions that wouldn't otherwise command it, but more often than not, it generates malevolence, leading to great conflict.
Like wars, you mean?
Yes, in the most extreme cases. Even the conflict between the Knights and the Church could be considered a war, if on a much smaller scale.
War is the people's history. I read that in a book once, and I think I get it now.
Would it be better for me not to get involved?
What do you think?
I want to know. Even if the reality is bleak, it is still part of the world we live in.
Then let us go forth. This is your adventure.
No, it's our adventure. Mine and those who believe in me.
I don't think any dogs have barked at me for a while now.
There's the reason why.
Is that Dezel? Looks like the dogs are flocking to him.
What? You want something?
No, I'm just a little surprised. You're okay with dogs?
Of course I am. Dogs are silent partners. You haven't given them enough of a chance to know better.
But dogs do bark.
They only bark because they can sense your anxiety and aren't sure where it's coming from.
In other words, it's because you're afraid of them in the first place.
Well, I'd argue that they bark at me first.
It's so hot again.
It truly is. I think I'm gonna get sunburned. Edna, do you use your umbrella for protection from the sun?
As you can see.
Do Seraphim get sunburned too? I guess it makes sense since Edna has really fair skin.
Edna's umbrella can be used to avoid the sunlight as well as rain. It can even be used to push back the Hellions.
Oh, wow! So it's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
Not quite. It's also her signature item, so it's more like killing 4 birds with 1 stone.
If that's true, then really it's like killing 5 birds with 1 stone since she has a cute mascot character attached to it.
And it's also something she can change depending on her mood, so that's actually 6.
I'm like Cinderella with an umbrella.
I must say, that was a good one.
Not to mention a lot of dead birds with 1 stone.
This town's just bursting with sinister rumors, isn't it?
Yeah. No wonder they call it the Age of Chaos.
And a lot of them sure sound like the work of Hellions.
If you're interested, why don't we investigate?
But we have someplace to be already.
Taking a little side trek isn't gonna kill us. It's not like we promised a specific time frame or anything.
I'm with Rose.
Me too. It's a good opportunity. Why squander it?
Fair point. All right, let's do it. No regrets.
Except the regret of getting involved.
There's something I want to tell you, since you've acquired the power to armatize.
Yeah?
Hidden arts are stronger than martial arts. Seraphic arts are stronger than hidden arts. And martial arts are stronger than seraphic arts. That's the basics. But we can only use martial arts and seraphic arts, which means that Seraphim aren't able to accommodate all types of enemies. You guys can use martial arts and hidden arts on your own. And during armatization, you can use hidden arts and seraphic arts.
Human, Seraphim, and armatization. So we can compensate for each of the 3 different types depending on how we use them.
Yeah. For example, for enemies that don't use any seraphic arts, it would be more advantageous if you armatize. Of course, you may encounter enemies which can be taken down more easily when you are not armatized as well. It just means that the aromatization isn't all-powerful.
Right.
There's the advantage of being able to concentrate 2 powers into one. But there's also a disadvantage to that as well. Assess your situation at all times. But the worst situation you can get yourself in is getting in a pinch from overthinking things. You gotta find your own balance out there.
I'll take things one step at a time. Thanks, Dezel.
I could say I'm a fan of this paper fan. No, that's too easy.
You still awake? Oh, hey. I think this is the first time I've seen you with your hair down.
I need to set it properly to make sure it doesn't get in the way during battle.
Styling is a pain. I just cut mine when it gets too long.
Well, I think you have radiant hair.
You really think so? How long did it take you to grow your hair?
I can't really recall a time when my hair was short, honestly.
You mean you can't remember because it was so long ago? You have been around for a while and all.
Indeed. When you've been around as long as I have, you forget even what you had for dinner 2 nights ago.
Pretty sure even humans can't remember that.
I don't remember the first word I learned to say either.
Yeah, once again, welcome to the world of mortals. Hey, Edna?
What?
Aren't those boots a little big on you?
Got a problem with it?
Nope. Just wondering if it's hard to walk in those.
They used to be my brother's. He adjusted it so that it'll match my shoe size. Don't worry.
Then how about those gloves?
We have matching ones. What about them?
They look great with your dress, though the overall look is a little strange.
My brother told me the same thing.
Huh?
Never mind. Just saying that you wouldn't be able to pull this look off.
Guess that's true.
Weirdo.
Do you think Rose has gotten used to us being around yet?
Yeah, I feel like she mostly has. She may be a big old scaredy cat, but she's pretty adaptable.
I'm not so sure. That fear of hers may run deeper than it looks. Remember, it was powerful enough to suppress even her prodigious resonance.
With the help of someone we know.
I don't have to apologize for anything.
But even so, Rose tagged along of her own volition. I'm sure she'll be just fine.
I want to believe she will. Human compatriots like Rose are 1 in a million.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
What's so funny?
I was just thinking, maybe we're the ones getting used to Rose and not the other way around.
Very likely.
You're talking to Lailah and the others while they're invisible again, aren't you? Creepalicious!
Guess she's still got a ways to go.
It just takes time and patience.